This is Hayes Q Jones, your DVD and Blu-ray baller on a budget, and this is HQ Videos for you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please make yourself at home. Please help support the channel. Please like, share, subscribe. If you're a current subscriber, what's up? Welcome back. Come on in, make yourself at home. You know your way around. Just got Shotgun Shearer here, chilling on the bed. Shotgun's actually watching a little bit of television, if you kind of pay attention to him. But for this week's video, it's that time again. Yes, it's Dollar Tree, dollar movie time again. So we're in some Dollar Trees and see what we can find. But before I get into that, I always like to go over what I've been watching with the fam, by myself, either streaming or physical media. Let's start out with The Flash, CW's The Flash. My son and I just revisited the last episode of season 6 on Netflix because Netflix just dropped season 7 of The Flash. I can kind of watch it, kind of binge watch the series when we have time. So looking forward to watching season 7. Season 6 ended on a big cliffhanger, so we're waiting to see what happened and hopefully have some fun with season 7 of CW's The Flash. The next show I've been watching, I actually caught the first show on YouTube, is Showtime's miniseries UFO. UFO gives a more updated story on the UFO Tic Tac story that we all saw in the news probably in the last couple of years, where you saw that flying Tic Tac. It goes into more detail with the actual pilots who were flying, following the Tic Tac, as well as a UFO researcher who was kind of unknown, Luis Elizondo, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. It goes into a little bit about him and his, unknown background. So it gives a more updated version on the UFO story that's going on. So that's on Showtime UFO. I watched the first episode. On YouTube, the second episode, I watched on Fire Stick. If you know somebody who knows somebody, you know what I'm talking about. But Showtime on UFO. UFO on Showtime. Next movie I saw on Hulu, and very fun movie. One of my more favorite actors, Nicolas Cage and Willy's Wonderland. Spoilers on my channel, but the movie starts out, Nicolas Cage breaks down and he has to have his car repaired. In order for him to pay for the repair, he has to clean up this kind of Chuck E. Cheese amusement type of place. And that's where the interesting story begins. And again, not to give any spoiler, and if you've seen this, don't spoil it in the comments. So pay attention to the dialogue of Nicolas Cage's movie. Very interesting, very funny, very fun movie. Willy's Wonderland on Hulu. Lastly, my Dollar Tree pick for the month, the week, whatever, is a movie called Ghost Story. It's about a couple that goes off to Thailand and they meet off with another couple and basically being too nosy and get into shit they're not supposed to. Very fun movie. If you find it at your local Dollar Tree, I highly recommend picking it up. Ghost House. Now, without further ado, let's get into the Dollar Tree videos, hit some of these stores, see what I was looking at, see what I picked up. So sit back, relax, have a drink, have a smoke, and I'll catch you on the other end of this video.
I initially stopped by the Dollar Tree closest to me to pick up some more of these since I like them so much in the kitchen, and discovered they have more dollar movies out. So I'm going to check out a couple more and see what I can find. I'm at the Dollar Tree again. Didn't expect to be here so soon, but when I was picking up lights yesterday, I noticed they had some more movies out, so decided to check this one out and see if they have some new movies also. So let's take a peek. I was actually able to pull a couple DVDs out that Debauchery they had in the last Dollar Tree in the line with just like no kind of order. I still was able to pull out a couple of DVDs, so let's into this next spot. Oh, I think I see some movies in there. I did pull one Blu-ray out of there. This Blu-ray had the tag. It's a combination of The Godfather, The Wire, and The Departed. So we'll see if it's really that good. Let me hit a couple more, then back to the Black Cave. So far, it looks like the same movies from the last dollar drop. Nothing too new. Here's my last Dollar Tree stop. Can you believe that huge stack of movies? I only pulled like 3, and they were DVDs, no Blu-rays, but hey, I'm not bitching though. That means I'm doing my job at the other Dollar Tree sales and picking up the stuff that I want. Let me take the boy to his grandmother's house and let's call it a day. Looks like it's about to rain. Ready to go, boy? You ready?
Yeah.
All right. We are back at the Black Cave, and after hitting several Dollar Tree stores, only got a couple bags. A little disappointed at the last Dollar Tree. They had all those boxes. I thought I'd get a little bit more, maybe a couple of Blu-rays, but pretty much, well, not pretty much, all the Blu-rays that they had in the boxes I already had, and most of the good DVDs I already had, but I was still able to pull 3 out that last batch. So let me get these out the plastic, get them scanned in, and I'll get you people on your way. Hold on. We're going to kick this off with a Echo Bridge compilation, the Snow Creature 8 movies, the She Beast, Curse of the Wolf, Blood Predator, Chupacabra versus the Alamo, and what they said, 8 movies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only see 5. That's interesting. Wait a minute. Oh, that's interesting. Includes 8 bonus movies. Maybe they're movies within movies, I guess. Because I only see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Snow Creature. Anywho, the Snow Creature. Next, we have a Maverick 10 action movies. These are low budget movies. I actually got the single of this, which I'll show you in a second, though. Let's see what they have here. The States, Shots Fired, The Last Assignment, Twisted, The Shop, The Good Life, One Night in Vegas, Torn Soul, A Troubled Mind, Underground PD. So usually out of these, I might find 1 or 2 that are actually decent. Some of them are just hot trash, though, but for $1, it's no big deal. This is one of those, maybe I'm on a vacation and I'm watching on the computer, or I'm on a flight somewhere, I'll pop one of these in. Law and Disorder, 10 action movies. And this is a Maverick release. Maverick is notorious for their low budget VHS movies back in the day. Next, The Purging Hour, which when I scanned it in, it went under a different name. I'll tell you that in a second. A compelling exercise in psychological terror, Dread Central. And this is a MBD visual release, and no known names that I know. And the artwork on the disc to cover the artwork on the cover. The Purging Hour. Next, I got this. This is the only one I saw out of all the Dollar Trees I went to. Quentin Rampage Jackson. If you're not familiar with him, he is I would say ex, but I think he just fought MMA fighter. He was from the first era when he used to fight over Japan. He, in my opinion, has one of the nastiest body slams I've ever seen. He picked someone up and just slammed them to the body. Their body just went limp. But I don't know how he is as an actor. Well, I think he does some acting when he's in the ring as far as pre-show and after show. But I think he more or less probably needed money. That's why he did this movie though. Quentin Rampage Jackson and A Psycho's Path. So very interested to see how he can act, or if he can act at all. And this is again MVD. No, this is an ITN release. ITN. Next we have The Last Assignment, which is that movie right there. Don't know any of these. Mbari Ocha, Troy Bland, Derek Moore, Courtney Nicole, and Andrea Cantagris. I wonder if this is a Nigerian film. Some Maverick release. And it looks like kind of a gangster picture. The Last Assignment, one hit, one fatal mistake. Next, I got this. I just like the cover of this. Teeth and Blood. Death is Just the Beginning. And this is a UMC release. Never heard, not familiar with UMC. And this appears to be a vampire picture. He looks familiar. I'll just glare here. He looks familiar. This is an RLJ image release. And I actually have, let's see, hold on. I actually have Wolf Cop, which is not bad. It's actually kind of a humorous movie. I think I have Zombie World. I think that was just okay if I saw that. All Cheerleaders Die. I haven't seen that, but I've actually seen trailer. Looks pretty decent for a low budget movie. Frankenstein vs. the Mummy, I have this, and The Other Mummy, I don't have that. So, it's an image release, RLJ, Teeth and Blood. Put that back later. Next, I got this for the late Tommy Tiny Lister, aka Debo from Friday. If you ever watched Friday, that's probably where most people know him from. May he rest in peace. On the Court, an underdog story. So it's a basketball, probably a hood story. A lot of Maverick releases on here. Again, Maverick is kind of a low budget, I would dare say low budget black cinema. On the Court, an underdog story. Again, with it says and Tommy Tiny Lister, so I'm sure he probably just has like a cameo appearance. So, but still, got Debo on the cover, so may he rest in peace. Next, I just got this for the tag. It looks very interesting. A wild, untold story of Ozploitation, supercharged and jaw-dropping. Finally, a documentary full of gratuitous nudity. Finally, a documentary full of gratuitous nudity, senseless violence, car crashes, and a bit of kung fu. So that sounds like my kind of documentary. It's a bank release, and it usually has some pretty decent films. And I'm not really familiar with any of the actors or actresses. This looks like an Australian film, Aussie film, and that's the artwork. Not Quite Hollywood. Next, The Devil's Machine. What Has Died Lives Again. It's a horror picture, and it's an Echo Bridge release. And looks like a period piece, maybe the colonial period. Devil's Machine. Looked interesting, like the cover work, so decided to check it out. Now, onto the Blu-rays. Didn't get a whole lot. Elite Squad, The Enemy Within. When it came up, when I scanned it in my CLZ app, it came in Elite Squad 2, so I'm assuming there is an Elite Squad 1. This is a flat iron release. Not really too familiar with them. And you have the Blu-ray and the DVD. Elite Squad. Next, Mission of Honor with Mel Gibson's son. I'm assuming that's Milo. I don't think that's Milo, but I'm assuming that's Milo Gibson, Mel Gibson's son. He's also in another Dollar Tree release, like Gangland or Gangsterland, something like that. I picked it up but haven't watched it yet. This is a Cinegem release. And it looks like a World War II story. Not too big into the war pictures though, but decided to give it a shot. Mission of Honor. And the last one, I actually got this on DVD, so I'm upgrading to a Blu-ray. Tidal Wave. Not a bad picture. If I remember correctly, the big thing I had with it was the English soundtrack. Sometimes when they do English soundtrack for Asian movies, it's just really off. The English just sound, the voice actors really don't match. They don't get Asian voice actors like American, European voice actors do Asian movies. If I remember correctly, that was my big beef about this. The Tidal Wave. Again, this is a magnet release. Tidal Wave. So this is my impromptu Dollar Tree pickup that I didn't expect to actually get, but again, initially I picked up some lights, those kind of cool lights, and noticed that they had some new movies, so I said, let me check out the other Dollar Tree and see what they have, and they had a couple, so it was worth my time. So let me get these, separate the cases from the artwork and the disc. We'll finish it up and I'll let you guys do what you got to do for the rest of your day or evening. Hold on. Everything's scanned into my CLZ Movies app, and that's C's in Charlie, L's in Lima, Z's in Zebra, except for these two. For some reason, these didn't scan in. So those 10 and that 8 didn't scan in. And let's finish this up. I have Shaka doing what Shaka does best, just chilling. And I have my movies laid out, the disc separated from the artwork. And as you can see, not a very big pickup, but it's not the quantity, it's the quality. And didn't hurt my pocketbook, so that always helps. So, but as usual, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, taking time out of your busy schedule to look at movies and talk movies briefly. If there's any other kind of videos you like to see, I know you like the Dollar Tree movies because those get the most views of Dollar Tree videos, but any other videos you like to see, just shout them out, leave them in the comments. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? It doesn't hurt anything. I won't come to your house. I won't harass your children. Just hit the subscribe button, ring that bell for notification. Drop videos Wednesday at 6:30. Other than that, give me the big thumbs up. Other than that, may the best of your past be the worst of your future. And everyone be safe. School's back in session.